it was like maybe not even 9 o'clock yet, and they were just tanking. And the doctor was in front of me and said, so we know she's going to code. And then having this kind of blank moment of everything's about to get really real in about not even 2 minutes, and there's a very likely possibility that she's gonna die. And then kind of all hell breaking loose, they did CPR for, I think it was like 4 minutes. They by definition resuscitated her and had the pulse back. But then for several hours we're pushing heavy medications and treatment, and there was at least 5 to 8 people in the room at all times, and things were very, very unstable and shaky. And I remember running down to the blood bank.
I have the medical scientific background to kind of steer people in the right direction, and so for him to just blatantly say like, well, this is what my friend at work sent me, and like my dad and I were very close growing up. Like he's the one who always took me to the barn to see the horse, and he took me to all my music lessons, and like he was very physically involved in my life, and like I'd say he was probably one of my best friends growing up, because like he was just there all the time. And so for him to just kind of almost turn on me, I guess, was like, it's to the point where it's like, I don't know if I want you walking me down the aisle when I eventually get married. And yeah, it's my dad, and yeah, we were really close, but obviously we're not anymore. So it's become like not being able to have a discussion about things, because he's just going to regurgitate what he's heard and what like his coworkers have said, and he's not actually going to listen to what I'm saying regardless of the topic. So it's definitely taken away from our relationship permanently, I guess. I think this guy actually ended up living, but he came to our floor because he was probably going to need to be intubated, and he wanted to call his wife and kids and like tell them what's going on, you know, talk to them. And he was like, every word he said, his oxygen saturation was
this person's
going lower.
home, because I mean,
like, yes, you can have the phone.
they were like, I mean, hopefully they don't hear me say this, but I think she was in like her 50s, and obviously, you know, I can exactly relate. There was a lot of like friendship moments there, and I sort of boxed myself in, I think, a little. The shock of it all, just, I decided the easiest thing was to take that as an opportunity to shelter myself to a point where I was completely isolated from my family, from my friends. And over time, I think I closed my heart. And for starters, it was really scary. I think you know, you don't ever know with this stuff if it's gonna end or when. So, you know, as people, I was one of those people that I didn't really know whether I was ever gonna see my family. You know,
I feel like I
Which
can
was
still
a
maybe
little
I had to
frustrating,
just
but
stay in
like,
the States
there's
forever.
nothing I could do about it, and I was staying away from his safety
just
as
kinda
much
didn't
as
make it.
like
Maybe I didn't
put
make
in
it.
a box and put in the back of my mind.
No, you know,
It was sad,
that
but
sucks.
he loves me now. So
That sucks.